I had this like urge, and there was people winning around me and writing business, and I was like, man, if they can do it, like I can do it. And I think that when you're coming in or you're here now or whatever the case is, like there has to be some kind of like self-motivation. It's like, what am I actually trying to accomplish in this industry? And I love asking that question to new agents because sometimes people they do just want to they really want to quit their 9 to 5 and they want to just like work on their own schedule and create their own hours and they want to just like not have to answer to anybody. And sometimes people want to make a really big impact on other people's lives, and that might mean being in a leadership role and going through and making a big impact on people's lives and teaching them how to be successful in this industry. And like whatever that thing is, like there was a drive inside of me that I had when I got started, and you have it too. And I think that something that kind of gets lost in the shuffle is like it wasn't perfect when I got started, and it probably wasn't perfect when you got started, but you found a way to make it through that stage and season of the business, right? And I think that that is something that is not as talked about, but is so important because when you're new, you're like, oh my gosh, like there's so many websites I got to get set up. I got to learn these words. I have to jump into Zooms to do my training. I've never done that before. And I just remember being like kind of overwhelmed, it felt like. But once I spent like a week, I was like, all right, I feel a little bit better, feel a little bit better. And then it's like you get through that, and you never got to go through it again. And then you just start to like be a sponge and like learn and grow and develop and get better. And making it through that and being able to like leap into action and like execution is something that I think if everybody did, like the formula should be fail fast, learn fast, make money fast. Like get in the game, get yourself the leads, get your CRM set up and get on the phones, right? That's what I would say to a new agent. Like what would your advice be to a new agent that's coming in that is maybe hasn't gotten started on making their calls yet, but they're licensed and they're like they're getting their contracting back right now, let's just say.
Yeah. So if they're already licensed, then most important thing that you could ever do is be in the live dials room as many hours a day as you could possibly be in there. And while you're in there, you can be doing everything else that you would normally do. So, whether that's literally filling out the contracts to get started or whether that's being in our training center and watching the training videos, those are great. And you should be watching that. But while you're doing that, you could simultaneously be logged into our live dial room, which is what I did when I got started. And that's going to give you such a better propulsion because then you're going to hear people making calls. You're going to hear me, you're going to hear Tyler, you're going to hear Johan, everybody that's in there every single day. And you're going to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're going to see people getting rejected. You're going to see people closing deals. It's going to give you a sense of how this business actually works. And you're not going to have any fears and doubts or hesitations when then you get into it because you would have already walked in those same shoes as other people. It just wasn't you talking on the phone. So it'll give you a way better foundation. Like we still want you to, I still recommend, the training videos are invaluable and there are live dial calls in there, but also getting to supplement that with what we're doing every single day. Because if you're not in the environment and you're just watching the videos from home, it's going to feel a lot more detached. You're going to feel a lot more detached from everything, and you're not going to have the same speed of being able to get started as somebody who does go in there and is making the difference. It's like, you want to work from home, which is awesome.